Why, hello everyone. Yes, I'm back. I know I've been gone for quite so long and keep disappearing and then reappearing back into the Shadow Realm. I know. I have a lot of stuff to deal with, and plus I've been kind of a little bit busy, but hey, at least I had a good Thanksgiving last week. Now, anyways, a lot happened. A lot has happened since my disappearance lately, and now that I'm back, I'm going to discuss some parts of things. Most of it of being in the AI space of things and one game. So let's get on to it. Now, before anything, please note that this is all based on my opinion and not be taken with a grain of salt because you know how these companies are nowadays, so they could just silence everyone with just a finger up the snap. But this is all on my opinions and not from others, so please do take it with a grain of salt. Okay? The first one is the AI part where as you can see right now, ChatGPT. No, I got that wrong. Sorry. I mean character.ai has 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 placed this on their official subreddit where they remind everyone that that starting last week on Monday, November 24th, they're going to be turning off chat for under 18 users in the US, and then they're gonna do the rest of it as it goes on next year. Now, of course, they won't be turning it off all at once. They're gonna keep simultaneously checking up on your account. They're gonna keep checking up like some sort of hidden spy and spy on you to see if you're not a kid. Because if you are a kid, they're going to completely disable your chats and you won't be able to chat to your characters now. And also for the second, and also the first group will begin on, well, has begun on Monday, and it will take periodically over for the next few days. And then for the second group of under 18 users, which will be those weeks, where they're gonna start turning off, where they start gonna, suspending people's accounts because of their age. But the thing is, they have received, or they are going to receive a 2-week notice before they eventually get suspended/banned. But here's but here's the thing. Most people like this platform just to chat people, but the filters and everything that they shoving into this app is just quite not enough by everyone's standards because back then when this was originally a craze where it became popular, there were no filters at all or little filters into the app before this whole AI scandal of everything and the whole, a boy game ended themselves on the news because because of AI telling them to, do their list, as I wanted to say in a more friendliest and most appropriate part because if I say the thing, then YouTube will probably fucking demonetize this ad or take it down. So I'm not gonna say the actual thing, but if you know, you know. So that's why they've been keeping up to this. Now, the thing about this, again, kids use this for role playing, as well as teens, adults, whatever you want, to chat with these characters, and to make some lore about the characters and the OCs that the people have created for their own OCs, and they want to link up with the character that they want. But since that character.ai is more reaching on a more corporate part instead of a fun for all part, I guess we will no longer see that. But I think that this is just more bullshit from AI because as time goes on, AI keeps evolving and it keeps on evolving. It's probably gonna rule over the world someday. Hopefully not, but not by, cars or robots or the clankers that we already have now today. It's it's more determined of how AI goes within the future. Because if AI is used, for good purposes, like, for more research or more development on it, then maybe it could go for good. But on the bad side is that people use it for other things, or they use it for scamming attempts and other things, like using using a famous people's voice to replicate it using AI, so that way it can replicate its voice. Now, personally, I never want my voice to be used by AI nor trained either. Even though I'm going to be an upcoming VA in the future, I know that I will. But I'm just saying this straight out from the beginning before I start. I never want my voice to be trained nor used by AI at all. And I don't like how AI is used for most of the things. How AI is used for arts, for creating things and all that. No, I simply dislike that in any way. And that we need to support real actors, artists, etc. to support them and not being overruled by AI. Otherwise, we will never have any talent that we have right now. All this talk about AI is really making me, it's a little bit, a little bit complicated. So, as we will go on about this. But this is only for character.ai though. You can use other AI apps that they are. I don't remember any other AI character apps that I use besides just Ruby. No, not that. Another different character AI app. But all that I know is that there are other AI character apps for you to use instead of just character.ai. So when your eventual demise comes in, where your character.ai account is gonna be suspended, then it might be the time to move to a different platform, because this is not simply to be. And now, on to the next, which is Roblox. Now, of course, we all know how Roblox is. It's, it's supposed to be a child-friendly platform for everyone to hang out with and all of that, yada yada yada. But as we see how Roblox is dealing with all this predatory stuff, especially how how Schlep is catching these predators, and then he got a cease and desist from Roblox themselves, and then they're gonna try and then they're trying to reason with him to try to get back into the community so that they can silence this whole thing. But I think this is just a whole nother PR disaster that is about to come at any point. And it already did. It already did happen like months after Schlep got banned. Now, Roblox has introduced a new system that it basically forces you to scan your face or show your private documents to them to make sure that you're already age 18 to be able to access chat. Now, honestly, this is just quite BS that I wanted to say, because chat has been a thing since Roblox's inception. So why are you locking that now for specific age groups? Especially since you have kids on your platform and Preds on your platform, which you don't care about the Preds at all. You just only care about money. Now I don't know about that for their part, but all I know is that they're greedy and that they wanted to silence people. Now, about the age checks thing that I said about earlier, once you scan, your face, it'll put you in a predetermined age group. Like for example, let's just say that I'm 13 years old. Let's just say that. And then I scan my face on Roblox. Now I'm gonna be in a age group between 11 through 13. Now, here's the thing. You don't just get in a age group. You also chat and play with people within the same age group. Yes, that is how it goes. You don't go into normal servers anymore. You get sent to a server of that same age group between the 11 to 13 demographic, and you only chat with those people within the age gaps. But here's the thing. Though those people who are higher than 18 or more can be able to chat above them, which is kind of surreal, because why would you want to lock that for everyone else under 18? But 18, you can be able to chat freely above 18. But again, I know, I get it about the whole predatory stuff, but Preds are gonna use like a child's image or something to get into those age groups and potentially get them and eventually, get SA'd or potentially getting assaulted or in worst cases, raped. But that's it. But that's how Roblox want to go, and they make this mandatory. You don't get to do this optionally. You have to do it mandatory by next year, otherwise you'll lose your chat completely. Which is another thing. You're gonna lose your fucking chat right after the deadline that you're supposed to. Now you're gonna need to do that, which is mandatory. Honestly, just frick that. Honestly, just frick that. And also about the whole trusted connections thing. And also, we don't call it connections, though. We call it friends. Because that is how it originally is. We're still calling it friends, and it's how it's gonna be. We're not gonna call any other friends connections. Because people are gonna be confused with, hey, wanna be my connection? Sure, let's be connections. Hey, let's go into this connection group right here. It's gonna be confusing, so we're still gonna call it friends. And Roblox, you ain't doing shit. You ain't doing jack shit. And either you change back to freaking connections, back to friends. Because connections is something that I just really don't understand, and a lot of people don't understand. So just please bring friends back as it should be and nothing else. Now, this whole thing is just really surreal. But here's the thing. I freaking did my age check. I did my age check. But it was for one reason though. Because I was dumb and placed at an age that I not supposed to be putting in on Roblox, so I took out my documents, showed them, and now I'm back to the same age that I am right now, so that I can be able to access VC. But not for what stuff, just for chatting, and all that stuff. Not use it for for other things like trolling, catching kids, or anything like that. No. I'm completely against that. All I want is just to simply talk and interact with the people. But since now that freaking Roblox is decided to put us to put us in age groups, now it's no longer possible because some games will require to be in full-on servers, not in servers that are going to be in different age groups. Like for example, Danny's World. Danny's World is completely open, and that everyone should be able to join in within the runs. But good thing they added a little update that added click on matchmaking just to combat that. So good thing for you, Quell. Good thing. Man, that is honestly a whole lot of stuff that I need to do. So I guess that's it. And oh yes, about the whole change thing. I already started my first phase in which I changed the profile picture and the banner for my channel. I already done that. And now for the second phase, it will be to change this current PNG tuber to a character which is not really known, but I still love. And thirdly, the name. Now, about the name, it's kind of a bit complicating when picking a name, especially since I'm, again, moving away from the fandom for reasons that I cannot explain. But right now, I'm thinking of a name right now, but I don't know. There might be some other good names that I could pick on, but as far as I knew it, Mr. Dammy Gaming is probably going to be gone, but the name is going to change, but it's still going to be the same me, but just, in a different identity and all that stuff. And as for this PNG avatar that I'm using right now, I'm I'm archiving it so that I can remember about all the things that I done throughout my time. So I know it's kind of like a hard decision to make, but this is how it goes. Again, first phase has completed. Second phase, I'm beginning to work on that pretty soon. And the name, which is the third and final phase, will be somewhere between mid or summer of next year. So expect that. Now, anyways, thank you guys so much. And since the year is almost coming to an end, I'll honestly like to say thank you for for everything that I've done here, through the laughs, through arguments and all that stuff about huge corporations and all that, because huge corporations are really love their money. They really love their money, and rightfully so. So I guess so. But this year has been, again, downhill because of recent political events that are going on within the country right now, especially with the current president that we have in charge. So it's kind of something, I guess. But since we're going to be like this for the next 3 years, if we somehow get into war or something, I would just like to say that it's been quite an honor. It has been quite an honor having you with me through this, this journey, and that I hope that we see again someday. So, goodbye, and see you next year if I can. Goodbye.